Hi, my name is Spike. Welcome to FPV Reviews. If a lot of you have been in the hobby for a while, like me, you've learned how to fly and you're not really crashing your airplane every time you go out. But your plane can still get damaged. How could that be? Well, I've driven for a couple days at a time just to get to the place I'm going to do FPV. Some of the places are really remote. You have to put the plane in a car, sometimes you have to put it in a taxi cab, or maybe even take it with you on a commercial flight. In that case, you're going to need a box to put your airplane in. And this episode is to show you how to make and put the plane in a box. This is a Skywalker 1900, available from bevrc.com. And we're going to show you how to make a box out of pink foam you can get at the Home Depot for about $20 or so. You can get a sheet of foam, a bit of packing tape, some Velcro you might have laying around. You can make a nice compact box that can really protect your airplane. We're going to show you how to do that today. First, you need to take a good look at your airplane and see how you can break it down. The Skywalker is particularly good for this because it has a bolt-on tail that comes off for transport. I've also modified my wing and made it a bolt-on type. You can see the interior part of this design in the review video for the Skywalker. Also, I've made some landing gear that's detachable for the Skywalker. The whole landing gear assembly can be removed just with these two screws. They go into a piece of balsa wood that I've epoxied into the bottom of the fuselage, cut a pocket and relieved to make room for it. If the screws were to rip out, which could happen in a hard landing, we'll say, they could easily be put back in a slightly different position and it wouldn't really affect the way the airplane balances when it's landing. The propeller is also going to have to come off. I like this style of spinner or prop hub nut adapter because you can use a small Allen wrench or small screwdriver in the field to remove the propeller. Also, a lot of people like to put struts on the tail of their Skywalker, and I've made some that are removable. I don't use them all of the time, I only use them when I'll be doing some aerobatic flying. But I leave a hole through them and I've glued a small tab of hardwood into the stabilizer. So I just put a zip tie through there to fix the struts when I want them. And I can take them off easily for transport. Most of the time I don't even bother putting them on though. I use a Z-bend in my elevator control horn so that the stabilizer can come off complete and be disconnected just with a twist. Now you have a bunch of parts laying around and it looks like a scene from Air Crash Investigation. So you have to kind of rearrange them and see how best they can fit together so that you can fit in a box. I'll show you how I did it for the Skywalker. As you can see, the parts have been arranged as compactly as possible. Even the elevator and the propeller are inside there tucked in. Next, you'll need to get a tape measure. See what the total length of everything together is. And remember, when you're cutting the foam, the dimensions you took for the airplane will need to match the inside dimensions of the box. It's probably good when you're building the box to build in a few partitions like this. It keeps the plane from shifting while it's in transport, and even can provide you a little storage area for additional things you might need for repairs or simply for servicing the airplane between flights. I've used clear packing tape to put together my box. And I've also taped some balsa strips on here to keep the foam rigid, as these sides will be unsupported. Also handy are these pieces of Velcro that I've put on, and I've taped pieces of Velcro, the matching type, to the side of the box so that I can simply bring this piece over and affix it like this to hold the lid down. And if you've been bored up till now, this is the fun part, because you get to see me putting the airplane in the box. Well, we'd like to thank you guys for watching FPV Reviews. We hope this is useful to you. We hope you can fit your airplane in a box, something similar to this. It's just an idea. There's lots of ways to transport an airplane, but this seemed like a really practical one for me, and I thought I'd share it with you. So, we thank you for watching, and hope you subscribe to our video if you haven't already on YouTube, and like this video if it was helpful to you. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate your comments as well. So have a nice day.